everyone, it is me, Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hope you're having an amazing day, whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back to another Meals I Made This Week video. You guys know the drill by now. At the beginning of the week, I upload my weekly food shop haul, and at the end of the week, I upload my Meals I Made This Week video, which is this one right here, showing you 4 different dinners and 1 pudding that I've made throughout the week for me and my 3 kids. And of course, if you want to see a catalogue of all the different meals that I've made so far throughout this series, then definitely check out my Meals I Made This Week Instagram page. I'll leave it linked down below in the description for you. But yeah guys, if you do enjoy this video, please consider smashing that thumbs up button, and also please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and see what I cooked this week. It's Monday evening guys, and it's a dinner just for me and Ava this evening. We're going to be making a fish finger salad with some tartar sauce as a dressing. So let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this, because it's super cheap and easy to do. So I've got a pack of 30 omega-3 fish fingers. I'm only going to be using 8 of these, 4 for me and 4 for Ava. I'm then going to be using some of this floret mixed mild lettuce. We've got some bacon crumbles and crispy onions, which we're going to have a little sprinkling of each on the salad. Then got a tin of sweet corn, some tartar sauce, some tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, carrot and pepper. All together guys, this is going to come to £3.34 to feed me and Ava. Let's dive into the cooking. First things first, we're going to be air frying our fish fingers at 200 degrees. So I'm just going to set it to that for 8 minutes. So we're just going to preheat that now. And that's our fish fingers going in now to cook for the 8 minutes. Now what I'm going to do while our fish fingers are cooking, all we've really got to do is prep our veg and put our salad either in Ava's bowl or in my bowl. So I'm going to start off with some lettuce, then we've got some sweet corn, going to cut up some pepper, going to grate some carrot, thinly slice up the red onion, quarter the cherry tomatoes, and then slice up some cucumber. I might do it in sticks, like fingers for Ava. Yeah, just going to prep all the veg and then put our salads in our bowls. So that's our salads all prepped. Ava's got her selection of veg here, which is looking so adorable. I've put all of mine into the bowl. I'm just quickly going to toss all my salad together and make sure all the different veg are mixed, and then we'll be back for the next step. Now we're going to add some crunchy toppings. So I'm going to put some bacon crumbles on Ava's and on mine, and then I'm going to pop some crispy onions just on mine because they're a little bit sharp for Ava. Now that we've added our crunchy toppings, I'm going to pop our cooked fish fingers on top now. And now the last step for our fish finger salad is just to top it off with some tartar sauce. I'm probably going to leave Ava's plain, but I'm just going to drizzle some tartar sauce over mine because I absolutely love it and it goes so good with fish fingers. And that is our fish finger salads finished for me and Ava. Super budget friendly, really healthy and perfect in the summer. And yeah guys, we're going to go and enjoy this now on this beautiful Monday evening, and we'll catch you later in the week for another dinner. Tuesday evening now, and it's time for me to make some BLT pasta salad for our dinner. So excited for this. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this dinner. It's going to be using quite a lot of this ranch dressing, almost this whole pack of fusilli pasta, 1 of these romaine lettuce hearts. We're going to be using the full pack of smoked back bacon rashers. It's got 10 rashers in here, 1 red onion and a whole punnet of cherry tomatoes. Altogether this comes to £4.89. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to pop a large saucepan of boiling water on. I've popped a bit of salt in. I'm going to pop our pasta in now and cook it as per the packet instructions. Next we're going to preheat our air fryer to 180, and we're going to cook our bacon in here for 10 minutes. So we're going to let that preheat now. That is our bacon going in now. Now while our pasta and our bacon is cooking, I'm going to slice up our romaine lettuce hearts, then going to dice our red onion and quarter up our cherry tomatoes. Pasta's finished cooking now, so I'm going to drain this off in the colander, and then what I'm going to do is rinse it under cold tap just to cool down the pasta a bit. Now we've got our cooled down pasta, and we've got our lettuce, our onions and our tomatoes. Going to add all of this into here now and give it all a good mix. That's our pasta all stirred in with our veg. Now what we're going to do is take our cooked bacon, pop it on a chopping board and cut it into little pieces. Now I'm going to put the majority of the bacon into here now and give it all a good mix, but we're going to leave a little bit aside to crumble on top. So this is our BLT pasta salad completed. What I'm going to do now is serve this up into our bowls with a little bit of bacon sprinkled on top, a lashing of ranch dressing and a generous helping of black pepper. And that is our dinner served up. Ava is already trying to eat all of her bacon. That is our Tuesday dinner all served up, guys. We've got these BLT pasta salads. They look absolutely amazing. Here are the boys' 2, and then we've got my one here as well, and then we've got Ava's here, just minus the ranch dressing. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, guys, and we'll catch you later in the week for another meal. It's Wednesday morning, guys, and I'm about to do a slow cooker prep for our dinner tonight, which I'm super excited about. I'm gonna be making a slow cooker mince, and I'm gonna be serving it with some some rice. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this meal. So I'm going to be serving with some basmati microwave rices. Now you can save a bit of money on this meal price by using just regular basmati rice and making it yourself as per packet instructions, but I've gone for the quick and easy way today. I've then got some Worcester sauce, some mixed herbs. I'm going to be using 2 beef stock pots, 1 tin of chopped tomatoes and about a tablespoon of tomato puree. We've got 2 courgettes, we've got a 500-gram pack of reduced fat beef steak mince, we've got about 5 garlic cloves, 3 medium carrots, 2 sticks of celery, we've got 2 onions, we've got a red pepper and a green pepper, and we're going to be using about 2/3 of this pack of mushrooms, which is 250 grams, so about 150 grams to 200 grams of mushrooms. Altogether, guys, this comes to £10 and 30 pence, which I know sounds super expensive, but the actual mince that we're going to be making in the slow cooker is actually going to be used for 2 dinners. So I'm actually only using half of it today with our basmati rice, and I'm going to use half of it again later on in the week as the bottom of a cottage pie. So technically it's a very expensive dinner, £10.30, but it's actually making 2 dinners, making each dinner roughly just over £5, depending on how much the potatoes and stuff cost for my mash. But yeah, guys, that's everything we need. That's how much it costs. Let's dive into the cooking. Now, first things first is all of our veg prep. There is a lot of veg to prep for this dinner, so we're just going to be finely dicing, finely chopping all of our veg, our celeries, our carrots, our onions, mushrooms, peppers, and the 2 courgettes, and then we're just going to be mincing the garlic. So I'm going to get all that done now. That is our veg prep done, all looking amazingly colourful and delicious. So excited to do this dinner. I'm going to set the courgettes and the mushrooms aside for one moment, and then we're going to get the mince out and start frying up some veg. I've got some olive oil heating up in this very large saucepan, and what we're going to do is add our mince into this now and cook that for 5 minutes. Now that's cooked for 5 minutes, we're going to add our onions, our celery, our garlic, our carrots and our peppers all into here now, and we're going to cook it for another 5 to 10 minutes until all the vegetables are softened. Now that our vegetables are softened, we're going to turn this off the heat, and then what we're going to do is tip this into our slow cooker. Now, my usual tower slow cooker is not big enough to hold the capacity for this dinner because we've got to add a load more stuff into it yet. So I've got my old Cookworks one out because this is my big daddy for huge dinners that I keep in my cupboard. So I'm going to pop this onto high now, just to start preheating while we add all the rest of our ingredients in. So we're going to add our courgettes, our mushrooms, tin of chopped tomatoes, 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, 2 beef stock pots, 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce, and 2 teaspoons of mixed dry herbs. Now that's everything added. We're going to give this all a really good mix now until our stock pots are dissolved and everything's mixed together. Now that's all mixed up, what we're going to do is pop our lid on, and we're just going to leave it to cook for 5 hours. Then what we're going to do is, after the 5 hours, we're going to come back, taste, season and serve. We've now finished cooking this for the 5 hours. So what we're going to do is give this a good stir, then we're going to taste it, season it with some salt and pepper, and then give it a good old mix again. Now that's all seasoned and mixed up. The consistency of it is looking perfect. It's saucy without being too overly saucy, which is just how I like it. I've just popped the lid back on and switched it to warm, just to keep warm for a moment. And what I'm going to do now is cook our basmati microwave rices in the microwave for 2 minutes each. And that's our Wednesday night dinner all served up, guys. We've got our rice at the bottom of the bowls, and then we've got the mince mixture on top. Looks absolutely amazing. We've got the boys in the smaller bowls here. We've got mine right here, and then we've got Ava's as well, who's just got a chunk of watermelon on the side because she is obsessed with watermelon. I don't actually have a name for this dinner, guys. If you can help me in the comments and let me know what you think I should call this dinner. I've always just called it slow cooker mince. But I feel like if you guys can come up with a more vibrant name for it, because it is a pretty cool hearty dish, I'd love to have a dedicated name for it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. And yeah, I've got half a pot left to use for another dinner later on in the week, either for the base of a cottage pie, or I might just pop it on top of jacket potatoes, might also be a really good shout. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of it later on in the week. I'm gonna go and enjoy this now, and we'll catch you tomorrow for another meal. It's Thursday morning now, guys, and I'm gonna be making some ice cream for our dessert tonight. So it needs to freeze for at least 5 hours. So I'm gonna do it nice and early this morning so that we can get it in the freezer ready for pudding tonight. Let's run through the ingredients for our lemon and blackberry cheesecake ice cream. Gonna be using some fresh blackberries. We've got some caster sugar, 1 lemon, some cream cheese, some double cream, some digestive biscuits, and some condensed milk. That's everything we need, guys. Let's dive into the cooking. First thing we need to do is add our blackberries. I'm using 300 grams of blackberries, 2 little punnets, and 100 grams of caster sugar are both going to go into this small saucepan. Now I'm going to quickly juice our lemon and add 1 tablespoon of the lemon juice to this. I'm also just going to add 50 milliliters of water to this. Now we just got to bring this to the boil over a low heat. Once we've brought this to the boil, we're just going to simmer this now on a low heat, stirring it frequently for about 10 minutes. Now that's been cooking for the 10 minutes, I'm just going to turn that off of the heat now. We want it to be at a stage where it's sort of like broken down the berries and becoming almost like this jam kind of consistency. So what we're going to do now is leave this aside for half an hour or so until it's fully cooled down, and then we'll come back and complete the rest. Now that our blackberries have cooled for half an hour, they have this gorgeous sort of thick jam consistency, which is absolutely perfect, and obviously it's thickened while it's been standing. Now we can move on to the next stage. Into a mixing bowl, we're going to put 250 grams of soft cheese into there and beat it until it's smooth. Now to our beaten soft cheese, we're going to add 200 grams of condensed milk and the rest of our lemon juice from earlier. And again, we're just going to beat this now until it's smooth. Now what we're going to do in a separate bowl is whisk our fresh double cream, 300 milliliters, until it forms soft peaks. And when our cream is looking like this, we're now going to fold this into our cream cheese mixture along with 5 broken up digestive biscuits. That is our cheesecake ice cream base done. So what we're going to do now is transfer it into our loaf tin. Now that's in our loaf tin, what we're going to do is we're just going to dot our blackberry mixture onto the top, and then we're just going to swirl it in to give it that sort of marbled effect. So that is our ice cream all finished in the tray, ready to go. What I'm going to do now is just pop some foil over the top of it, pop it in the freezer for at least 5 hours. You can also pop it in overnight as well. And then I'll be back to show you tonight what it's looking like for pudding. It's Thursday evening now, guys, and it's time for us to make a super quick, easy Marmite spaghetti. Super budget friendly, this one, guys, and really tasty if you love Marmite, or even if you don't, just add a little bit less. But yeah, let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost of this dinner. I'm going to be using a little bit of olive oil. We've got some spaghetti here, going to be using about 300 grams. We've got 2 red onions, 2 leeks. I'm going to be using about 3 or 4 tablespoons of Marmite, depending on how rich you like the Marmite flavour. And then going to be using a couple of vegetable stock pots as well, guys. Altogether, this comes to £3.38. That is all to feed me and the 3 kids. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to finally slice up our red onion and our 2 leeks. That's our veg all prepped, and what I've done is I've put a big pan of boiling water on to boil. That's got some salt in as well. That's going to be for the pasta in a moment. Then in this frying pan, I'm just heating up some olive oil. What we're going to do is add our onions and our leeks to this now and fry it for 10-15 minutes. And while our veg is frying away, we're going to cook our spaghetti as per the packet instructions in our big saucepan of boiling water. Right, so our vegetables have finished frying off, so we're just going to set them aside for one moment. Our pasta has just finished cooking as well, so I've turned that off. I'm just about to drain our spaghetti, but I am going to set aside some of our pasta water, probably about 200 milliliters, just to keep aside for our sauce. So in the same pan that we just cooked our spaghetti in, I've just poured 200 milliliters of the pasta water back into here. We're going to make our sauce in here now. So I'm going to add 2 vegetable stock pots to this 200 milliliters of pasta water now. I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of Marmite to it as well. Then we're going to give that a mix and just give it a quick taste, and then make some adjustments if need be. Now I've just turned this on the heat just to reduce this down a little bit. But yeah, this has the 2 vegetable stock pots in it, and it also has 3 tablespoons of Marmite. That's the perfect taste for me, but obviously make adjustments because it's so easily adaptable, this recipe. But yeah, I'm just gonna cook this now on a medium heat just to reduce it down and make sure our stock pots are all dissolved. Now that our sauce is a little bit more reduced and a little thicker, we're now going to add our fried veg from earlier and also our spaghetti to this. That's our spaghetti already, let's get it served up. And that is our Thursday night dinner of Marmite spaghetti all served up, guys. This is my portion, then we've got the two boys' portions, and then we've got Ava's here as well. Super, super budget friendly, super fill-in, and really, really tasty, guys. It can be quite salty for some people, this recipe. So if you are quite sensitive to a salty taste, then definitely recommend not using Marmite and potentially a grocery store alternate that has reduced salt in it. We're gonna go and enjoy this now, and then we'll be back shortly for some ice cream pudding. I've just taken out our blackberry and lemon cheesecake ice cream from the freezer. Cannot wait to dig into this, so I'm going to serve it up in our bowls now. I'm sorry, but look how phenomenal this blackberry cheesecake ice cream looks. Got the boys here as well, we've got mine here, and then we've got loads left over for another day. I'm just going to wrap this in foil and just keep it in the freezer until we finish it, which will probably be in the next couple of days. But oh my gosh, the blackberry ripples throughout, the biscuit chunks. This is by far my most successful ice cream mission to date. If there are any other ice cream flavors you want me to make for you guys, then just let me know down in the comments. We're gonna go and enjoy this ice cream now while we watch The Hobbit for our movie night, and that is our Thursday food complete. And that's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got so much meal inspiration from it. It makes me so, so happy to hear you guys recreating the meals and getting excited and getting that meal inspiration. It means the world to me, and that is the purpose of these videos, to help you battle that question of what you're gonna make for dinner. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll be seeing you very, very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.